There we go. Right, that's one. I just got to put my lamp on. I should, yeah, I can turn the camera around. I don't know if I can do dew cam with this app, but we'll find out. Hello everybody. Yeah, this is just a reasonably quick test vlog. I'm just taking one. Oh crap! Done spit our spout face, but anyway. Right, so. Excuse this. I started the live vlog before I put my lamp on because I'm going to turn the camera around in a minute. Hello everybody, welcome. This is Adam, South England Paranormal, and I'm just trying out the live stream again, but I am actually down Workhouse Lane. In case you didn't already know, if you've had your head buried in the sand for the past couple of years, Rettendon, and yeah, I'm just giving a quick try. Now, there is going to be more content coming. I'm just working on it at the moment, and yeah, we're yeah, just trying to signal. I've got about. Right, James, good to see you, mate. Yes, I'm just literally giving this a quick whirl. Should I come down here in the future for doing a proper live stream, as I did that first time. Hi Mark, good to see you, mate. As I did that first time, obviously that was from Facebook, because I was just sort of getting this stream up and going at the time. Good picture. It's not too bad. This is just from natural light at the moment. I have got my spotlight with me, but obviously, oh, sorry, it's just the drainage. I'm not even water. Yeah, I've got one of my obviously camera lights with me, but I'd have to flick the camera around. I don't know as yet if I can go Ducam feature with the live feature from YouTube, but that'd be something to look at in the future. Yeah, so I guess you'll know who I am. This is Workhouse Lane. I'm going to switch the camera around at the moment, so you just got to put up my ugly mug for about another minute or so. Yeah, just literally having a test with the new phone, with the live from YouTube for future content. And there is some coming up. Some of it's in planning stages. I'm going to chat about in a minute. Just want to switch my camera around. It's a bit damp down here. Now, I was planning to come down here earlier on. Actually, let's switch around, put my old light on. Let's do that. Let's get a bit more light. Switch camera. There we go. Oh, that's lovely. Get impressed with that. Yeah. Yeah. Just sort of have a wander down and give this a try out and see what happens. Now, I don't know how much battery life I'm going to have. Again, one of the plus points about this phone is the battery is supposed to be okay. Yeah, something else I need to remember to do. That's switch off all the other apps. So yeah, just so I come down here for a quick chat, and I thought, what better way to do a vlog than to live stream it from one of my known sites. Now, yeah, what I was going to do today was actually bring the drone back down, and some of the content that's going to come up. What do you make? What's that? Sorry, something. Oops, what have I done there? Just gone. Oh, what do you make to that tribute spot, Adam, with the toy Range Rover and army stuff on? Mate, this place, I might as well just take a quick wander here. I did do a special vlog on it. Well, it wasn't a vlog, it was actually a sort of episode. And if you go into my Rettendon playlist, it'll come up and it says what lies beyond Workhouse Lane, and to which this is it. And I'll say it again, it just sort of, oh, to the rabbit. this is a truly amazing place, and I would recommend was 5 big plant pots next to that tree when I visited that lane. Because yeah, I know, James. Well, as you know, if you watch my my second investigation down here, there was another reason why I came down, and it wasn't just to sort of tie up some loose ends, but to help a young lady cross over that was stuck, which we did. But I do get the feeling there's other things here besides you know what. But yeah, this again, as I said, yeah, you got the. I don't know if you remember those plant pots. There's nothing by the tree. If I just point the light over there. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing by the tree itself, but yeah, this place is something. Yeah, I'm losing track again. I've got to get used to doing these live stuff, so this is another reason why I'm doing this. If you come down and visit the lane, please come and see this. Okay, I don't know if these are. Oh no, they're still open. Look, that is amazing. Yeah, that's, as you can see in there. Just again, as I say, go back to my What Lies Beyond Workhouse Lane and come and check out my full video on this, because it literally blows your mind what's in here. And the same over, there's another one there, and there's a couple of others further afield, but I'm not going to walk over there because I haven't got appropriate footwear on. I'm just in like a pair of sort of cheap Converse knockoffs, I suppose, which will probably leak. But yeah, it's just beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful what they've done. As I say, all that over there, if you go to most of the trees, there'll be plaques with commemorating those that were lost in all the conflicts since World War One. And on that hedge line just yonder, that one there, Bill will lend you some boots. I wonder if you could do a video of you. Yeah, I'm going to get onto that, funnily enough. Fantastic, you're going live. Thanks, Kelly. Yeah, as I say, it's great now that I've got over that 1,000. Please, guys, if you can push my channel, obviously, so we can build those numbers up, and you know, we can keep it up there, and I can do more stuff like this. Now, what I have got planned, as I said, I was going to come here this afternoon because I got back from a job early, and I was going to bring my drone. Reason being is that I might have got the wrong gates for Billy Jasper, so I'm going to take a more in-depth look at the alleged route Mr. D took. From the air. See that orb then bright as out. Really? Not that one. I think that's a plane. But if you did see an all fair play, yeah. Get off. Angel again. Yeah, they're with me, mate. Yeah, I'm going to come back and look again at the route of Mr. D, partly because again, I will watch that back. Yes, James, I'll watch that back, my friend. See what I can see. But yeah, I might have got the wrong. Yeah, I've got that. It could be insects. There's a few of them flying around here. There is a gate further down on that lane that I didn't take note of when I initially come down to do the Billy Jasper stuff. So I'm going to take another look at that. So what my intention was to fly the drone from those gates over to here, and then that'll be an insect. Yeah, is to fly the drone over to here and look at that route from the air, and then I'm going to come back and try and walk it and see sort of how long it would take to get from those gates to here and obviously back again, or as near as damn it, because obviously the vegetation has probably has changed somewhat since 95. Obviously the lane itself being wider being one of them. So yeah, that's what I am going to do. One of my content to come up will be a more in-depth look at the route for Mr. D. And I am going to take a more in-depth view at Billy Jasper's statement and see how much of that does ring true. But yeah, I won't drop too much more than that, as I say, because I like to keep that content fresh. So you know, just sort of keep it. I don't want to put any spoilers out, if that's what I mean. But yeah, what an amazing place. So that'll be one of the things I will be doing, looking again at the route and taking a more in-depth look at Billy Jasper's statements, both to the police and to the court, and see how much. What's that? Oh, it's just a shadow. Just looks different without light on it. Yeah, and just see, you know, how much looks truthful and how much maybe isn't. And I'm going to be taking a more in-depth look at Darren Nichols as well, to the man himself, and try and see what makes him tick. That was partially born out of, probably shouldn't be mentioning that name because I've got the feeling one or two people don't like it, where I am at the moment. Take a more in-depth look at Darren from whatever bits of information we can glean that's available. That's like when he was under witness protection, you know, from what the other inmates made of him. The further bits, like, because he was, I believe he was done for firearms at some point. He knows how to handle a shotgun, those sort of things, you know, that sort of may have been glossed over a little. So that's what I'm going to look at in terms of Darren Nichols. But I say that will come up in due course. As I say, this is just to check, see how good my signal is, which seems all right. My live seems to be coming through a-okay. Yeah, not too bad. And when I come off of here in a minute, I'm going to run my Ghost Tube app off of my new phone just to see if that picks up anything. Because as we all know, I still use my Nokia 8 to do my Ghost Tube and record from, because that seems to be exceedingly good at picking up EVPs. So that's something I've yet to do from this new phone. I've not actually run any of my apps from it as yet. So probably now would be a good time to start, and I'll do that just after I finish this vlog. But yeah, I mean, as we know, this is where it was. I mean, certainly from here, although the vegetation, if we just remember that here was the original lane, okay, this was the original lane. You can just see, I'm just straddling the grass at the moment, but if you see this grass and this track, and just there slightly, that was the original track, and it has since been widened, as you can see. Oh, bloody hell, geese. How can hear noises? What we know may be Patsy Clark video. Yeah, that's I think that came from TMI, I think, about the Patsy Clark witch. Yeah, again, what the ins and outs of it, I don't know, because obviously there's a lot more linkage to that. As I said a few times, I'm primarily interested in who was here on that night, and what they were doing, you know, and whether they did come away from the lane and so on, because we've got that time slot between. Howdy, hello Crime Centre Court. Good to have you guys. Yeah, I think we're going to have to take a walk down this lane and do something as well. Yeah, as I said, I'm primarily interested in who was here. I'm late. James, I sent you. Okay. I heard a rumour Patsy was in the pub with them in the... Oh, that could be a point, but because my... Yeah, I'm feeling that, James. I've lost my bloody... I've lost my track. Yeah, as we know, this is the original track, and this has all since been widened. So how much more vegetation was here back then? You can see from the original pictures that obviously Crime Scene's got and shows on their channel. you know, and to come in through here. Now, you guys all know that when I've been down here at night, when I've done my other bits, and I know, yeah, all good, mate. When I've done my other bits, outside of the camera lighting I had, it really is as dark as the Ace of Spades down here. You know, you cannot see anything. So it wouldn't take too much for someone in dark clothing to hop over wherever around here and probably sneak in. But as I say, we don't know what happened to them between the 7 o'clock mark when they turned up, the 12 o'clock mark where both myself and TMI believed that was a shooting. That account, as I said, I'm probably going to look into a bit more accuracy. Cool, cheers. Yeah, all good, cool tools, thank you. Yeah, just see how accurate that account looks. As I say, I'm going to do a more in-depth look into Billy Jasper. But yeah, as you say, we don't know between 7 o'clock and 12 what went on here exactly. All I've got is the bits that we've done on the paranormal side. A car down there at night, back door open with the interior. Yeah, there's so many things. It's yeah, as I say, between 7 and 12, I'd like to try and glean more info other than what we've got from the previous two paranormal investigations. One being was the thing that come through, there was down there to find grass. And that will lead me on to this week's content, which I'll have a quick chat about in a minute. But anything else, whether they come away, because we know there's statements out there which saw someone fitting Craig Grohl's description down at the Carpenter's Arms. And there's also a piece from, I think it was the landlord of the Fortune of War, the pub that was back at the roundabout on the 127, that said he see, I think it might have been Pat and Tony. It was allegedly someone that fitted their description at that pub at some point in the evening. But that would have been after they come away. So there's something else to look at. And then obviously, even if we take midnight at the latest point that they were shot, between midnight and when they were discovered in the morning by Ken and Pete, did anything else happen at that point as well? All these things need to be found out, but certainly the brunt of the content is between who turned up here around 7, what they were doing, what happened, the shooting at 12 from my investigation. Yeah, those are the main points. All right, we'll get there in the end. So the biggest network work, I know. I mean, obviously I get my trolls on my channel because of what I do. And as I've pointed out before, that the sort of stuff paranormal investigators get can't be used as evidence because there isn't any. It's what we get. But sometimes when there's a block there, sometimes looking at it from a paranormal side can sometimes sort of point a finger at where to look. So sometimes that can help out, which is sort of my intention of what I wanted to do, without trying to bring anyone else in. As I say, that my thing is what happened here, you know, and who was here, that time. So that was it. Who called it, you know, who arranged it, and all the rest of it, you know, it's down for the other guys. I'm just sort of purely interested in exactly what went on. So, yeah, there we go. How are we doing? 20 minutes, okay. I'm just going to have a... Actually, my battery's doing really well on this phone, so fair play. Yeah, I don't know if you remember when I come down here, I think it was December, and I tried doing a live vlog then, and my battery just went like that. That was in my Nokia 9, so whether that was down to because I was having to run via an app that time. Yeah, do you know what? I've got an idea. I think we should both come down here for a live stream. That'd be epic. So, yeah, as I say, my battery got zapped here, and I don't know how or what happened, but I had a full battery, and it didn't last as long as this. So whether something zapped it that night or whether it's the phone itself, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, or whether someone put that in drive after they were left. You don't know. Again, you know, these are sort of so-called questions. If and or when I come down back for a live paranormal investigation, I'm trying to get the right people involved. I think we did okay with the first one and the second one, because I was still finding my feet with my channel. So it was sort of pull people in and, you know, just sort of, I say hope for the best slightly, but it was taking a chance. And some bits worked, some bits didn't. So I want to sort of, is that the corner there? This is it here. Right, and if I just walk back to where was it? About here, wasn't it? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my camera around. Hi, Simon. So I'm just going to spin around. Okay. Let me camera focus. Could be right, Cool Tools. Could be right. Yeah, I don't rule anything out, so you never know. I mean, Pat came through to us on the first one. Tony came through to me on the second. I think we got something from Craig on the first one. Do I know your family name? Rings a bell, mate. I have heard Waldron, but other than that, I don't know too much more. I mean, even my family name is connected with this, believe it or not. Oh, is it? Okay. Oh, fair play. Yeah, as I say, even my family name is connected. Terry Ball. Simon, if you go back to my playlist, the fingers point. I got the finger pointed through there, so that's what we got. As I've said a few times, I work with what come through to me, so I will go with what we were told. Sit on the White House farm. Oh, okay. Mad, isn't it? Almost name's Caroline Tucker. Yeah. Yeah. As I said, it was yeah. So it roughly about there. Obviously, all these bits open out because of all the new stuff that's gone on there. But yeah, that's what we're going to look at. Yeah, I'm going to go offline in a sec. I'm probably going to, Mr. That's it. Yeah. I know, James. Yeah, as I said, you know, even that little coincidence with me and Terry, that was one of the first things I cleared up when I come down here, because Terry was known to them, but it was like, was he involved? And he went, no. So I'm like, well, at least that's out of the way. Tony's missus joined the group, but never got involved or comment. Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, as I say, when I come down here again, I'm looking at a more sort of somber, reflective affair. And hopefully I'll have the smaller group, and with one or two people that I know are generally sensitive. Awful connection, is it? Okay. Is it just an awful connection, or is it my picture's a bit sluggish? Because that might be down to the lighting. I heard a rumour about Terry and Mr. Bird, something to do with it. No, yeah, I know, mate. That's what I say. You hear so many things. You hear so many things. You don't know what to believe and what not. I just try and get answers pertinent to what went on here. Anyway, right, so we're coming up 25. What's that? Okay. So yeah, the pitch does look a bit sluggish, admittedly. If I turn the light up, let's see if that helps. Right, well, that's maximum lighting, so maybe that might be a bit better. I don't know. And you, James, have a good one, mate. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to shut off because we're looking at 25 minutes and I'm really waffling now. So anyway, content-wise, now I was supposed to go out Saturday night. However, a couple of people were supposed to come with me, couldn't do it. So I was still feeling a bit under weather because I've been run down the last couple of weeks. So I sort of left it. But hopefully something come up this Saturday. It's another ghost tour, similar to the Rochford 100 one. and that's all I can say at the moment, because I need to book tickets, so I'm leaving that one a bit open. And then I'm going to look at going back to Pluckley in a couple of weeks, because I really want to go back to St Mary's. I didn't feel like we spent enough time in there, so I really want to do that. So actual content wise this week, now I have got on Wednesday some Rettendon content. Do you think there was more than 2 down the lane? I did sort of clear that up. There was, what we understand was that there was more than one person here at that night, but it was only one person that pulled the trigger, and there was only one gun involved. That's what come through. But there was, as we understand, more than one person here. Dotted around maybe, but there was more than one. That's the impression we got. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to sign off. As I said, this Wednesday I've got a bit of Rettendon content for you. That's all I'm saying. So it's interesting. I think it's only been touched upon, but it was in relation to what I brought my drone down here in the first place. So yeah, you'll look forward to that. And as I say, I've got more Rettendon stuff in the pipeline. Hopefully, if the weather stays dry tomorrow, I can start recording that, and we'll have some good stuff. What's the energy down? It's not too bad. Yeah, I'm not too bad tonight. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little bit like I should go in a second. So that's probably what I'm going to do now. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to run my ghost tube back quickly, see if anything occurs, and see if the app runs on this new phone. Anyway, that's enough from me. I'll give you love and light to you all. As I say, I'll see you Wednesday for a bit of Rettendon content. Yeah, and expect some more live stuff coming up now. Give them some. Yes, please. Yeah, and yeah, don't forget, like and share. Hit the notification, especially if you're new to the channel, and you'll yeah, and obviously we'll let you know the content. Thanks so much, everybody. Great to have you all with me. Love and light to you all. Good night.